this sort of a Jean-Paul Sartre, hell is other people kind of message?
What? Don't drop really like fancy literary references on me, please. Yeah, hell is other people. Yeah, but every zombie movie is like hell is other people, isn't it? It's always like it's always the people you gotta watch out for. You know exactly what the zombies are gonna do. I really wish I had a toothbrush and toothpaste. I would just stand here for 2 fucking full minutes and make you watch me brush my teeth. No, yeah, it's always been about that. It's about the how you gonna make a zombie movie with no money. You make it about the people who are alive, not the zombies.
And so, what was your inspiration? Did you ever play ball, professionally or otherwise?
I love baseball. I've always loved baseball. I've been a Braves fan. Go Braves!
It's not gonna
Since I was, yeah, no one gives a fuck. Since I was like 9 years old. But yeah, baseball's always been a great, one of my true passions. So that just seemed like an interesting dynamic. A pitcher and a catcher, they're kind of polar opposites on the team, but they what was that? What was that laugh? Pitcher and a catcher.
Zombie Wrangler.
Co-opted. Someone co-opted those terms, and that's not fair. No, I've always loved baseball. I know it doesn't translate well, although it's strangely not been a sticking point for as many countries we've been to. It hasn't been a problem. By the way, Adam Kronheim, Mickey is right over there somewhere. I don't know where he is. Adam, where are you? Is he not there? Okay,
He's still at the bar.
He's sad because the festival tour is over. So make this worth our while.
So when did this idea? When did it start to germinate in your head?
Well, there was a contest online. It was like a Facebook of movie sites. And what they were going to do is they were going to cast a movie. They were going to find a writer. They were going to find a director. They were going to find all this stuff through this one site called Massify.com. Look it up. It doesn't exist anymore. But they were working with there he is. There's Mickey.
Mickey!
He was jerking off.
Mickey!
Sorry he couldn't make it earlier. But Massify.com, they were doing this thing. It was like, okay, we're gonna make this movie. It was like the 8 films to die for, that series. It was Perkins 14, so I made an audition video about 2 guys who were kind of existing in the post-apocalyptic zombie world. And it was like 3 minutes long, and I just kind of stuck in my craw, and I couldn't stop thinking about, oh, I could make a zombie movie for really cheap. That's if you just focus on 2 guys, and like how one guy can't let go of his creature comforts, and the other guy's kind of reverting to his primal animal instinct, and then it just kind of percolated and grew until I begged my friends for money.
Who liked that story?
Terrible story.
Yes, everybody liked. Do you recognize the hat? And Adam, what drew you to the story?
The hat. And scene.
And scene. No, someone said money. I've still never made $1 on this project.
Yes, but how much have you spent?
More than the budget. What drew me to this project originally was, I didn't know Jeremy before this. I was introduced through one of my best friends from college who told Jeremy that I was an ex-baseball player turned actor.
Yes, this was when we did not have a Mickey. And my
DP Christian said, if you don't fucking cast Mickey, I'm not flying up there to make this movie. And I was like, don't worry about it, I got a Mickey. And then and his buddy goes, oh shit, my buddy used to play ball in college, then he broke his arm and became an actor, would he work? And I was like, you asshole, like, maybe, yeah. He's a baseball player actor, that might help, thank you. Yeah.
So fortunately for me, I was sent the script before I agreed to play the role, which is amazing for an amateur actor. You never think you're going to get sent a script before accepting a role, but I read through the thing in, I don't know, maybe an hour, 120-page script in an hour.
It was 109.
Yeah, well, close enough. And I just loved it. I was never a big horror fan until we started going out to festivals and I started seeing kind of these elevated genre pictures. And for me, the script just read not as a horror film, something that I never wanted to do, but it was more of a character-driven drama, and it was something that I definitely wanted to get on board with. So I met Jeremy, and
he met Jeremy and said, "How much money am I going to get for this?"
And it was none.
So do we have, I gotta shield my eyes here, questions from the audience? Yes, right there. Yep, you.
Hi.
Hello, sir.
You answered some questions on IMDb. That was very nice of you. I just wanted to say, as a deaf person, I hope that the movie will have subtitles when it comes out on DVD.
Oh man!
So.
Thank you. Have you seen a cut with subtitles yet? Sorry. Can someone? Have you seen a cut with subtitles at all? Can anyone ask him that? She can't. Baby, I love you. This is my girlfriend Kelly. She did a lot of the makeup effects, but I don't know if she's great at sign language. Are you good? Is this something I'm gonna make I love you even more for? Oh, okay.
Get up on stage.
But anyway, we have subtitles. So if you find our website, we can give you a cut with subtitles. Find us, and we'll get that for you. TheBatteryMovie.com. We'll find you some subtitles. Thank you so much, though. That's really sweet of you to sit through this whole thing and just watch Sky go. It's very sweet.
I got one.
All right. Yep.
How'd you guys come up with the title, Battery?
Generic.
The battery is an old school baseball term for the dynamic between a pitcher and a catcher. If you ever watch a baseball game now, you hear the old announcers, they'll always say, hey, the infield from left to right is this, blah, blah, blah. And the battery tonight is, and then they name the pitcher and the catcher. It's just that combination of those two people, which, and I got a lot of heat originally to change it, make it something of the dead, baseball of the dead. And, you know, in trying to keep with this, it was a battle all through. Every time we wanted to do something like really genre-y or really like, you know, a classic trope of the zombie movie, every time it seemed a little ridiculous, we just remind ourselves, it's about these two guys. Keep reminding yourselves. And that's what the title came back to. They're a battery. It's these two guys. That's why we took out the pneumatic nail gun that they used to kill the zombies with. And the chicken wire on the windows. And the nails through the baseball bat. All the shit you probably would have liked. We're like, fuck that, cut that, it's about guys. If you just shout it out, because we can't see shit.
Yeah, you in the middle there.
Can you talk about the soundtrack? It's an excellent soundtrack. I'm just wondering how much you had to put into it to put it together.
Well, we spent thousands of dollars on the soundtrack.
Billions of dollars on the soundtrack.
No, this is a very strange and interesting moment for me because this movie's very personal. Obviously, it's a lot of like weird methodical pacing. It was always going to be kind of me putting myself and my sensibilities up on the screen, and the music had a lot to do with that. It was music I really loved. A lot of it was one band in particular, Toronto's own Rock Plaza Central. Woo! And I actually cut together a locations video. I was trying to convince my DP to shoot it. We went to these locations, we cut it together, and I said, throw some Rock Plaza Central songs in there, it'd be cool. And we put it up on Twitter, and the lead singer, Chris Eaton, the singer-songwriter, he actually tweeted at me, he goes, hey, that's a cool video, are you guys gonna use the music in the movie too? And I was like, are we allowed to do that? Like, can we actually use the music in the movie? Because I had seen this band like 7 or 8 times, and I was always like the stupid dancing fan, as you see in the movie. I kind of translated that a little to it. But then he was like, yeah, sure, yeah, I would love for you to use it. And he actually got us in touch with his US label, and they just gave us, they were so nice to us, they gave us a really good deal. And then he put us in contact with The Parlor, which is an incredible band from upstate New York, Jen and Eric. And they gave us their music for free. They were like, yeah, have it. And then Adam's buddy from college, Wise Blood, does all that like electronica stuff. That was kind of a really interesting juxtaposition to the movie. And it's funny because the headphones were always in there, but there was, for some reason, the idea of using the headphones to score the film did not come until the editing process. Which is bizarre. I was like, you know, we could put fucking music in those headphones. Holy holy shit, hold on, I might be onto something here. But thank you, and if you love the music, you can go to thebatterymovie.com/music, and all of the bands are listed there, and you can buy their albums. And it's been great because we've been to Brazil, we've been to Amsterdam, Scotland, we've been all over with this movie, and we always get that question, where'd you get that awesome music? And it just warms our heart because these artists really like helped us and collaborated with us for no gain on their side. And when I got a text from Eric from the Parlor going, hey man, we're like selling shit. Like since the batteries come out, like selling stuff. Is that you? Hey, what's wrong with this microphone? What the fuck is happening right now? Is this a ghost movie starting? Anybody else?
Yeah. Did you ever want to do anything more with Annie in the compound, or just?
Great question. This entire movie's a ripoff of Children of Men. I'm sorry. And, you know, everybody steals subconsciously. They always say good artists good artists borrow, great artists steal. So I'm a great artist. No, but I just remember that I loved Children of Men so much, and I remember that movie ends just when you want it to start. And we were never going to have the resources to be able to show this massive compound or whatever the orchard is. So I just thought, again, it was in keeping with these characters. Once the dynamic of the character stops, the story should stop. So even though I have ideas of what's going on in that compound, it wasn't right for this story. It's right for the sequel that you are all going to fund tonight. Leave your dollars at the door. No, don't do that.
Yeah, up there.
Where'd you guys shoot and where are you from?
I am from Florida, 23 years. It's miserably hot down there, but they have snakes, which is cool. We shot in upstate Connecticut, a place called Kent, Connecticut. They actually shot like one of the Friday the 13th movies there, and they shot some of I Spit on Your Grave there. And one of the producers was like, you gotta come see this place. There's a 120-acre decommissioned Girl Scout camp that I think I can get the keys to. And I was like, oh shit, it's cool. There's like buildings that are rotted down. And so we shot the majority of it up there. It was awesome. The town was really cool to us. Here, my mouth is dry.
Anybody else?
I'm from New York.
Yeah, over there.
Here?
Yeah.
All right. First off, the movie was fantastic. You were both great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you saying that.
I noticed before the film showed there were a bunch of slides, and one of them was a fantastic poster for your film. I was wondering if I'd be able to purchase one off the website, possibly?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that.
Oh, he's so good, isn't he? Okay, so which poster was it? Was it me and him, or was it just like a...
It was the two of you. You're standing up at the back.
Yes, okay, so that's an incredible artist named Greg Bunbury. He's from the UK. And we kind of put a little thing on Craigslist, or no, it wasn't Craigslist. It was Threadless, looking for artists. And he said he was interested, and he's actually done some really awesome alternate posters for like Killer Joe. He did some Iron Man 3 shit, and he was way out of our league. But he watched the movie. He's like, man, I get like this really cool Terrence Malick Badlands vibe from it. I can't I'm just gonna do it. Like he just did it for us. So it's amazing. If you go to society6.com. and look for Greg Bunbury, you can buy prints of that poster, and you should, because that guy's awesome.
Nice. One more thing.
Yep.
Where the hell did you find a disc man?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that.
There are still Discmans around, I think. A Walgreens, maybe? We didn't have any props until 3 days before, and we spent about 50 hours buying props for 3 days because I told Christian that I had everything in order. And then he came up and I was like, okay, we gotta go buy like 3,000 props now.
We've got a line here. I'm gonna go with you first.
I was just wondering the connection that you guys had in the film. When it comes to something where you're in an isolated environment as actors, what did you guys do to sort of prepare, one, for like the bond there, and two, for like, we live in this world right now where everyone's always so, connected and disconnected, but how do you prepare for that like complete isolation when you're in something like a zombie film?
Thank you so much for saying that.
I think the truth of the matter is that I didn't know Jeremy before this project, so it was really authentic. We were living in the woods together for 2.5 weeks, and we had never met. So the relationship between these two guys is actually what it was. Right?
Yeah, no, that's what it was. It was mostly about, like, I had this whole, like, method thing where I was going to be like, you know what, okay, I got this guy Adam, I think I'm going to cast him in the role, I'm going to take him, I'm going to make him live in a car with me for 5 days just to see if he can handle it. And then that'll really speed up our relationship. But then when I didn't do that, because I'm not a crazy fucking Daniel Day-Lewis freak, I decided it's actually better that we're not quite comfortable together, because these characters weren't best friends before this happened. And so it was really interesting for me to be able to kind of push those buttons on set and realize that we're professional in the scene when we're acting, but I can go, I don't really know how he's going to react to this. And so it really just helped being in the woods, being far away from ship, sleeping like in a one-room cottage on the floor, and the process of the movie informed the relationship of the characters, which is really interesting about this whole thing. The budget informed the story, the process informed the characters. It was a really all of a piece, strangely enough, which isn't probably how you should write a movie, but that's how it happened.
Yep. Jeremy, I noticed on your forearm you had a tattoo, but I can't. Is that your tattoo, or was it put on for the movie?
Thank you for asking that question.
That joke's dead, Adam. That says mom. No, I actually have. This is a really funny story. I have a tattoo on either forearm. One of them is a. When I first started making movies with my friends when I was like 18, I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo to remind myself I used to make movies with my friends. Then we didn't make movies for 10 years, and that was sad. The other one is a band that I loved when I was 18, and don't ever do that either. And then it's really, really funny because, so those are real tattoos. So last night in Edmonton at Deadfest, they were showing the movie Cheap Thrills. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, but it's gonna be playing here. You should all fucking see it. She doesn't like it though, but it's great. It's fucking great. Don't even listen to her. It's awesome. But it's a movie about escalating bets, and it gets really, really dark. So they had a tattoo artist come in, and they were going to get, if someone would get like a really stupid tattoo, they would give them a festival pass for next year. They made them do all these stupid bets, and then I was standing in the lobby, and they go, "Hey, Jer, you want a tattoo?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm drunk. Yeah, I'll have a tattoo." And then I got a fucking tattoo on my forearm, and then I sent the picture. I was like, "Hey, I think I just got a tattoo in a lobby of a theater while I was doing a podcast." While I was drunk. I don't know if I should have done that. And then I sent the picture to Christian, my DP, who couldn't make it up. And he goes, "That's a cool tattoo. Hey, did you see this new IMDb comment that someone posted the other day?" And he sent me a picture of it, and it said, Jeremy Gardner, the writer, director of the movie, he's a pretty good actor with some really stupid forearm tattoos. Crappy forearm tattoos, and that was before I got a new crappy forearm tattoo. So yes, they're all real crappy forearm tattoos.
Is it actually a puppet, or is it a man carrying a cross?
It's a marionette carrying his own wand, you know, because I take my own life into my own hands.
You see this?
This is a lot. You know what? This is called confession time right now, because that's really a finger 11 tattoo. Crucify me, I was 18, okay? They spoke to me. But you thought it was just a cool marionette calling. So the tattoo artist at the time said, "You should probably not get lyrics on your arm. Just get this cool marionette guy instead." I was like, "Okay, that's cool. I just want a tattoo because I'm young and stupid."
Thank you very much, I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, right at the back there. Yep, I see you there.
Yeah, in the first scene, where he's whipping the batteries, what'd you guys use for the Foley? It sounded like a baseball bat, like just in air.
That was actual live sound. I swear to God. What's funny about this movie is everybody says, "That sounds really fake." And we go, "Oh, that was real." And then one says, "That sounds like the Foley sounds great." And we're like, "Oh no, that was real." And then the Foley sounds terrible. Every time someone says something, it's always the opposite. And the battery whipping sound actually was caught by the live mic.
Strong arm.
What can you say? He's got a cannon.
Looking on the sides here. Sorry, just a little. Oh,
Down front.
okay.
There's a fellow over here.
Okay, yep.
Fellow?
Oh, ladies.
Oh, you said fellow. I didn't even see. Yes, ma'am.
I had two questions. One was trying to critique your own performance?
Thanks, I love this question. So when I was directing this movie and I was acting in it at the same time, I felt really confident that I was going to pull off the performance that was needed for a movie like this, to play at a festival like this. So thank you for asking.
Adam's honing his stand-up routine because he's never acting in my fucking movies again. Oh, I'm kidding. It was, honestly, it should have been more difficult than it was, but I really, really trust my DP, Christian, who could be, he keeps coming up. Christian's one of my best buddies. He's a genius with the camera. So I knew that, like, when I tell him, this is how I want the shot to look, and then I'm just gonna go do the scene over and over and over and over again. I don't have to worry about the technical side of it. I know if he goes, no, we didn't get that, the sound wasn't right, or the framing wasn't right. I know he'll tell me if we got it. If I knew I got the performance I wanted, I would say, was everything right technically? And then he would be, yeah, cool.
And my performance was secondary.
His performance was always flawless.
The other part of the question was, are you interested in doing a sequel? And if so, is that in development? Or?
How much money do you have in your wallet?
I'm not opposed to a sequel, but I don't feel I've earned a sequel. If it was like an overwhelming demand, then yeah, I want to explore those characters again. I have a really cool opening scene in my brain, and I want to see what's up with the Orchard Nanny and all those guys. But yeah, you guys leave. You have bedtimes. I'm kidding. I love you. Thank you for staying. I'm just messing around with an asshole. But we ran out of time. All right, so we're running out of time, and I have a super special guest right when all those people are leaving, so you can hear this by the door. With us right now, Chris Eaton from Plaza Central is here, and he brought his goddamn guitar. So just let him come up for 1 second and play a song from the movie, and then we can all go drink, and you can all ask me whatever you want. Chris Eaton, everybody!
Holy shit!
Adam's gonna crouch.
Right here, yeah.
Micah,
And
you're singing, I'm dancing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Get too close, Adam.
Can you hear that?
They can take our bones, bury them deep under the river, but we'll still be together, and we cannot be defeated. They can take our strong bones and pack them down there with us, but no matter how long it takes us, we will not be defeated. When we dance together under the moon and under the weather. We will lock our eyes forever and night. They can take our bones and bury them deep under the river, but we'll still be together, and we cannot be defeated. They can take our fists and chop them off at the wrists, and we will shake our rumps with bloody stumps, and we cannot be defeated. When we dance together under the moon and under the weather. We will shake our rumps forever and a night.
Holy shit!
That was a fucking dream come true. I love this guy for so long. Thank you so much for coming. Please come over to the office and have a drink with us.
What's his name? Be there. Ask him anything you want. Thank you so much. Keep coming rest of the week. Lots of great films to come.